So many reasons. I think number one is Brock and Asla and Elif. The team is incredible. The mission is amazing. The idea that there are 90,000 companies from all over the world that want to come to Istanbul and to show their innovation, to connect with whether it's customers or investors, and that idea that being a part of this can help drive entrepreneurship, drive economic independence for many communities, for many countries, for many people, I think is really important. So I think the respect for the fantastic work that Brock and his team do is really high. And I think the last and maybe most fun thing is Istanbul itself is remarkable. It's a wonderful city. It's the center of the world, and it's attractive just by itself as well. So, but number one are the people. It's great. It's a great organization. It's funny you ask, have you been to others? Literally, I flew from Boston from the very same form of event to here. So there were 100 startups all being judged, and there was a winner at the end, and they were from all over the world, similar to here. And so the answer is absolutely yes. I think what I see here at Startup Istanbul, and I would compare it on a few different fronts. From an event standpoint, this is first class and very competitive with anything else I see, from the way it's organized to the types of speakers that are available for the entrepreneurs, for the types of mentors that are available. It's very competitive. And for the quality of the startups, the types of companies and their stage, and the maturity of the people and their companies is all very competitive. So I think on every mark, what I see here compares very well to what I see in whether it's in the sort of the Western, whether it's U.S. or Europe or anywhere else. It's a very strong program for sure. Yesterday, I met with many. We had a wonderful boat ride on the Bosphorus, which was fantastic. So I got to talk to many and some today as well. And I think it's like any of these events. You meet those whose they're in the idea stage, so very immature, very nascent in terms of where they are, and so and then you go all the way to those that are very mature. They have many customers, they have strong revenue, and so yeah, I think usually you trust those that have sales and that have paying customers more, because right now we see many situations where there are ideas, where there are products looking for problems, and that's usually not very good. And so the more people have customers who have said, I believe in what you're doing, I need what you're doing so much that I'm willing to sacrifice my valuable Turkish lira or my euro or whatever for that, I have to have it, it changes your belief in terms of what the viability of the business might be. So certainly there are many businesses that fit that profile here. So I think the basic answer is yes. There are companies that are already having market success and will do very well. As long as they keep working hard, they'll do very well. So normally you look at the team, the market potential, what they've proven so far, and that might be in terms of customer validation, it might be if they've created revenue, they've had sales, and then there may be some intangibles in terms of what anything else that might be added to it. It could be they have some intellectual property or whatnot that makes their at least build some barriers to competition, which can be helpful as well. So I think the criteria are fairly simple. So the team, the market potential, what have they proven? Do they have traction in terms of revenue? And then intangibles like intellectual property, patents and trademarks and things like that. I've already asked Barack, can I come back? So yes, I would be back in a moment. Again, I think the mission of what's being worked on here and the idea that that we can influence the success of so many companies from so many different countries and again, help develop that economic independence to help encourage the entrepreneurship and the innovation that needs to happen so that you know, all people have a strong opportunity to build their own independence, I think is a really noble cause. So yes, I'd love to come back, and I encourage anyone else to come. It's everything from the event to the people to Istanbul itself. All of them are an A+.